Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Today is April 1st, 2025. Well, on top of everything else we're going through, we have to now watch for falling light poles while we're driving on the expressway.
First up at 5:30, a Colorado mother hit by a falling light pole right here on I-25 is sharing her story with Fox 31 tonight as she battles the state's claims process almost a year later.
Now, problem solver Nicole Fierro has covered a number of stories with incidents like this on our state highways recently, and she's on it tonight.
Driving along I-25, a constant sight. Light poles lining the roadway.
And that's why I feel like it's important to share my story, because this could happen to someone else and this could kill someone.
Danielle Finzel feels lucky she's alive to share her story after last spring, a daytime drive on I-25 ended like this.
I see one of the light poles on the interstate start to fall and realize that there's no way I can go. If I try to swerve, I'm going to hit another car and it's going to be a direct hit.
Surviving with a concussion, back and neck spasms, trauma, and about $15,000 in car damages.
Police officers, the EMTs referenced that the state would be responsible. So we were hopeful that they would take responsibility for something that is so clearly their fault.
But the claim she filed with the state came back saying in order for the state to be liable for damages, they must have prior notification that a problem existed in that location. And the claim company's investigation with CDOT did not reveal prior knowledge of any damage or maintenance issues with the light. Finzel decided to file records requests to CDOT concerning the pole that fell on her.
For the past 5 years, that's what I requested, was all maintenance records, and found there to be none.
She even shows us the emails clarifying with the records officer at CDOT. She asked if there's no maintenance records recorded, if that simply means no maintenance work was done whatsoever on the pole in the last 5 years, with the response of, that would be my assumption, yes.
I also was able to find Colorado state documentation stating that signs, light poles, anything above freeways like that need to be maintained and checked at a minimum for every 48 months or less. So 4 years or less, and this, who knows, 5 years or more. So that's negligence on the state's part.
When we asked CDOT about their general maintenance protocols for light poles and about Finzel's case, they would not comment on the poles and told us to contact the Department of Personnel and Administration over claims. That office, also known as Risk Management, gave us the standard answer. Risk Management will continue to investigate and reconsider claims when citizens provide additional information to their initial claims.
I don't know what it has to get to for them to wake up and say, okay, we will take responsibility to properly maintain things on these public roadways for the safety of our citizen.
There's something we heard from Danielle and a couple we brought you their story just a few weeks ago about the CDOT gate swinging on I-70 hitting them. Both of them had a lot of trouble trying to find a lawyer to fight for their case. They said it's because they didn't have injuries with $100,000 in injury damages, making it really hard for anyone to want to take their case. Here on I-25, Nicole.
Nearly a year after a scary incident on Interstate 25, a Colorado mother finds herself grappling not only with the aftermath of an accident, but also with the state's refusal to cover the damages. The incident occurred when a pole unexpectedly fell onto her vehicle as she was driving along the interstate. Despite the traumatic experience and the financial burden that ensued, her claims for state assistance have been denied. The mothers, whose identity has not been disclosed, recounted the terrifying moment when the pole struck her car, causing significant damage and posing a severe risk for her safety. Thankfully, she survived the ordeal without any physical injuries, but the emotional and financial toll has been substantial. Seeking assistance, she filed a claim with the state to cover the repair cost and other related expenses. However, her request was met with a denial. The state's decision has left her feeling abandoned and frustrated as she struggles to understand the rationale behind the refusal. This incident has sparked a broader conversation about the state's responsibility in ensuring the safety of its infrastructure and providing support to citizens affected by such unforeseen events. This case is not an isolated one. In recent years, there have been other incidents on Colorado highways involving fallen debris and infrastructure failures. For instance, the Colorado Department of Transportation has previously investigated cases where sign poles and other structures have fallen onto the roadway, posing dangers to motorists. These incidents highlight the critical need for regular maintenance and inspection of highway infrastructure to prevent potential hazards. Finally, as the Colorado mother continues to navigate the aftermath of the accident and the state's denial, her story serves as an important reminder of the potential risk associated with aging infrastructure and the complexities involved in seeking redress. It underscores the importance of proactive maintenance, transparent governmental processes, and the need for clear avenues through which citizens can seek assistance when adversely affected by state managed infrastructure. Basically, be careful out there while you guys are driving on the road, because if something falls on you, you may not be able to get too much help. Well, as usual, thank you for visiting Hello Today. Please like, share, and subscribe so you'll be notified when we upload the next video. This is Selena. Thanks for listening. Bye.